guys, welcome back to the channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Guys, it is Thursday. We are at the end of March. Where has this year gone? I mean, it just seems like we just went through Christmas. And this year is just like steamrolling through. But guys, I want to talk about today. Let's talk about some Gypsy and Ken. I had to go back and watch part of their recording because when I was reading on GRB Snark, they were talking about how anytime Ken got a little close to Gypsy, to check on the baby, look on with the baby, all of a sudden he had perfect skin and he had lipstick on. Do you think that why wouldn't she warn him that she had a filter on? But then again, he should have already known that she had a filter because that's all she does. And she lies. She lies about her looks all the time. And I just think that's funny. And what is Ken doing? Because I went back and I was looking at some of the footage of when she just got out of prison and he just made his way to Louisiana. I don't think he even looked like he wanted to be with her even then. And if you remember, they were on that Natasha Cooper where Gypdyp was screaming, "I'm on birth control and we're just friends." Whenever we know she got supposedly, in my opinion, pregnant that weekend, that both of them lied. Birth control, we're just friends. Which one is it? And I just really think Ken is just as bad as Gypdyp. The only difference is that his mother's still living. Because do you think that he may have ran some kind of romance scam on Gypsy? Because it seems like the only thing that he really cares about is that new house, Parker, and the baby. It's just kind of weird. It seems like to me, he has got his priorities all mixed up. Now, I can understand that you want a house to raise your baby in. I get it. I promise you I get it. But he puts a lot of stock in that house, don't you think? And I think that Raina puts it too, because she sat there and lied and said, I don't know if they're renting, I don't know if they're buying. And guys, if your child bought a house or not. Like I said on my live yesterday, the first house I bought, I'm calling my mom and daddy, hey, you got to come and look at this house I just bought. Or come and look at this house I'm thinking of buying. And if he didn't say anything to her, are they just not that close? Is he just not that close with his mom? I don't know. It's so weird. And I had a lot of people tell me in my comments yesterday when I was on live that they think that Ken is just placating her right now. And after she gets off of parole, that he'll file for custody. That could be something. That could be an idea. But I don't know. I just would think that it would be easier to try to get custody whenever she is on parole. I mean, am I wrong? I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to me. And you know, what Gyp said on her show the other day about she does not want to be known as a mommy, Murderer. But Gypdyp, what else have you done? People only know Gypsy because of the murder of her mother. What else has Gypsy given to society? I just don't understand what she has given to society for her to think that she's going to be remembered for something other than that. I mean, in order to be remembered for something great, that means you have to get up out of your bed, off of your sofa, put your phone down, and actually do something. And I just don't think that Chip realizes that. I think that she thinks she can just sit on her sofa. Guys, why? Why does she think she's that great to be known for something else? Because if you remember, back when she was in prison, before she even got out on parole, she was talking about how she wanted to come out, be an advocate for Munchausen by proxy. But you know, my thing is, how can you be an advocate for something that you said you went through, but it can't be proven? How? I just think it's odd. I just think it's odd. And I'm wondering, what does she want to be known for? I mean, you murdered your mom. You went to prison. Well, hold on, let me back up. You manipulated an autistic man with a low IQ getting a permanent disability check. You did that for over 2 years. Had him murdered your mom because you planned it for over 2 years. Then you set your mom up to make her look like she had a mental disease that she didn't have. Then you went to prison. Then it took you, what, 5, 6 years to even get your GED, whenever that's all you had to do all day. You wasn't responsible for anything. You didn't have to pay any bills. All you had to do was get that GED, because, oh, Lord forbid you try to go and get some kind of therapy. Oh, no, you can't do that. Then you get out of prison. Well, hold on. Then you marry a man and use him to get out of prison, to just be with him for a couple of weeks, cheat on him, get pregnant, harass people on social media and threaten them. I just want to know what you've done in the world for the last year you've been out. What have you done to for us to think any differently than this is the woman, and you notice I said woman, not child, that murdered her mom? We're waiting, because she hasn't done anything. The only things that she will do is anything for her. It's got to benefit her in some way. That is, I mean, the selfishness involved here. She only does something if it's going to benefit her pocketbook or her ego. The only time you see her crying about anything or feeling bad about anything is if you talk about Ken leaving. Very telling. It is just very telling the way she is. So I just don't get it. Guys, let me know what you think. I love each and every one of you. And I'll try to do a live this afternoon. Bye now, guys.